Intro: Samurai, one of the most powerful symbols of Japan. For more than 7 centuries, they stood at the top of society, fighting, protecting, and shaping the history of a nation. But who were the samurai? Where did they come from? Why did they dominate Japan for so long? And what caused an entire warrior class to disappear in just a few decades? In this video, we will walk through the full journey of the samurai, their origins, their golden age, their decline, and the legacy they left behind. Part 1. The Birth of the Samurai. 1.1. An Age of Chaos. The 8th to 9th centuries. Japan, under the Heian period, began to weaken. The central government slowly lost control. Farmers were attacked. The nobles were powerless against the spreading disorder. To protect their land and power, they needed warriors, loyal, strong, and willing to fight to their last breath. Those warriors became the earliest foundations of the samurai. 1.2. From Saburao to Samurai. The word samurai comes from saburao, meaning to serve. At first they were simply bodyguards for nobles, but over time their skill and strength transformed them into Japan's first professional military force. 1.3. The two great clans. As samurai influence grew, 2 dominant clans rose to the top, the Taira and the Minamoto. Their rivalry sparked the Genpei War, a conflict that would determine the fate of the entire nation. 1. The rise of the Kamakura shogunate. In 1185, the Minamoto clan claimed victory. Minamoto no Yoritomo established the Kamakura shogunate, the first military government in Japanese history. From this moment on, the age of the samurai truly began. Part 2. The Golden Age. 2.1. Bushido, the way of the warrior. As samurai took power, they developed a moral code known as Bushido, the way of the warrior. Its core values included righteousness, courage, benevolence, respect, honesty, honor, and loyalty. Bushido was not just a set of rules. It was the soul of the samurai, the compass guiding every action they took. 2.2. Combat and skill. The samurai are often associated with the katana, but their abilities went far beyond that. They mastered horseback archery, excelled with the yari spear, perfected close-quarters combat, and trained to remain calm in every situation. The katana was a symbol of honor, but the true strength of the samurai came from discipline, skill, and a lifetime of training. 2.3. The Sengoku period. From the 15th to the 16th century, Japan fell into an era of endless war, the Sengoku period. Hundreds of warlords, hundreds of samurai armies, all competing for dominance. This was the time when samurai fought the most, and also when they reached the peak of their military power. 2.4. 3 men who changed Japan. During this chaos, 3 great leaders emerged. Oda Nobunaga, the innovator who embraced firearms. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who unified almost all of Japan. Tokugawa Ieyasu, who ended the wars and created the Edo shogunate. Because of them, Japan entered over 250 years of peace. 2.5. Edo period. Samurai become bureaucrats. With centuries of peace, the samurai had no more battles to fight. They became administrators, teachers, and government officials. Despite their high status, the lack of war meant many samurai fell into financial hardship. Yet this period was also when samurai culture flourished the most. Part 3. The End of the Samurai. 3.1. When the world changed. In 1853, American warships arrived in Japan, forcing the nation to open its borders after over 200 years of isolation. Modern weapons, steel ships, cannons. Suddenly the samurai were outdated. 3.2. The Meiji Restoration. In 1868, Japan entered the Meiji Restoration. The new government abolished samurai privileges. A national army modeled after Western militaries was created. Samurai were prohibited from carrying swords in public. A class that once held supreme power now had no place in society. 3.3. The Final Rebellion. In 1877, Saigo Takamori, often called the Last Samurai, led the Satsuma Rebellion. But warriors with armor and swords could not stand against rifles and modern artillery. The rebellion was defeated, and with it, the age of the samurai ended. Part 4. Legacy and Lessons. 4.1. The Spirit that Remains. Although the samurai vanished, their spirit lives on. Discipline, loyalty, perseverance, the pursuit of perfection. Today, the Japanese people, from workers and students to leaders and creators, carry a part of Bushido within them. 4.2. Influence on the world. Samurai culture is not limited to Japan. It is spread across the world through films, anime, games, art, and philosophy. The katana, the armor, the iconic stance, all have become global symbols. Ending. For more than 700 years, the samurai shaped the history of Japan. They were born in chaos, forged through war, and disappeared when the world changed. But the values they left behind still endure. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to hear more about ninjas, shoguns, or other historical eras, leave a comment below. See you in the next video.